get it started.
Yeah.
Now it counts. It's for real. It's opening night, week 1, the kickoff to the 2005 NFL season. Coming up after all the pregame pageantry, the Patriots hosting the Raiders in Foxborough. Jordan is the tailback. The fake to him. Collins rolling right, throwing, caught, touchdown, Courtney Anderson. Indeed they do. 3 rush, 8 back, and still Brady finds Branch wide open for a touchdown. 8 guys back, and Branch got that free. Saw Crockett in the last series. Collins to throw. Collins going deep. Collins from Moss. He juggles it, then catches it. Harrison can't tackle him. And Randy Moss, who comes to Oakland after 7 illustrious seasons with Minnesota, scores on a 73-yard throw and catch. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Looking to Tim Dwight. Touchdown. Tim Dwight came into the game on 2nd down and goal. And the much-traveled receiver who gives you a lot of speed and is a great return man makes the catch. He is the 7th different Patriot to catch a ball tonight.
That is pressure, and part of that is he just hasn't been very effective.
From the 8-yard line, 1st and goal. This is Dillon to the end zone. Touchdown. From the 25 to the 2, it's 1st down and goal. And Dillon will angle his way in for a touchdown. Jordan in the backfield offset.
He could run a quarterback for us, what he could do.
Throws. It's caught in the back of the end zone. Courtney Anderson. He goes to the tight end, who is wide open along the back line for the touchdown.
An onside kick.
Yeah. Otherwise, all New England would need.
Play of the game, every game the Patriots play in.
And that will write an official finish to this.
Introduced with the rest of the Eagles starting lineup and received cheers and a standing ovation from the fans. So at least that
blow to try and give him some more protection on that sternum.
3rd down and 6. McNabb looking for anyone downfield. Doesn't want to run, and he fires, and he finds Terrell Owens wide open, and Owens is going to score. How about that? 68 yards, McNabb to Owens. Eagles leading 7-0. McNabb up the middle, touchdown to L.J. Smith. A 6-yard touchdown strike to the Eagles tight end, and it's 13-0. Eagles back.
Might be the first thing they've done wrong all afternoon.
You got to give some of the credit also to the San Francisco 49ers defensive line. They're doing a great job of playing the run, not getting muss on the pass rush, but
T.O. touchdown.
They are.
Flag is down. Penalty marker down.
Illegal contact. Number 56. The defense. Penalty is declined. Touchdown.
That's Brandon Moore. Illegal contact. The touchdown will count for 42 yards.
Again, they've got Terrell Owens in close on the formation, but watch the throw by Donovan McNabb. The touch that he has shown today on some of these throws. He had the one on the earlier drive to L.J. Smith.
The 2. Westbrook goes in motion. McNabb has Westbrook. He's got the touchdown. 2-yard pass, so McNabb has thrown 3-4 today.
Kind of overlooked that fact, and that was a question coming in.
They spread him out. Westbrook back in there. Donovan McNabb fires. It's caught, and it is a touchdown. They'll give it to Greg Lewis. What a play. A multitude of receivers for Donovan McNabb. 5th touchdown pass of the game, and that ties his best.
Milk the clock down to close to 2 minutes now.
And Denver 9 for 9, but he's going to run it in here as Lamar Gordon gets the touchdown. So Denver 9 for 9 for 94 yards and a 6-yard scoring berth.
Very, very good Philadelphia Eagle team as we saw today. You know, it is what it is. And you learn some lessons.
We should have some fun today. A battle in the NFC East. The Philadelphia Eagles are flying high, and they are here in Dallas to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Was having a mistake.
Bledsoe with plenty of time. End zone. Glenn for the touchdown. A 4th and goal. They start their 3rd possession going for Glenn. Glenn! Touchdown! No flags. Play action. Bledsoe. Polite. Touchdown Dallas. 4 seconds left. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. About 61 plays of offense. Keyshawn Johnson, the ball comes free. It ends up in the arms of Sheldon Brown. The big hit, Brown the other way for a touchdown, and Philadelphia wondering if that will get them back in this game. Romo takes a knee.
And the good news for Philadelphia is on the flip side of that,
because he figures this could be it.
Back to Bell. Ball's in for the touchdown. Plummer passing for it. Looking for Smith. Awesome. Touchdown. Denver. Plummer looking. Now fires. And is it a catch? Yes. What a grab. Kyle Johnson. Touchdown Broncos. A lot of help back there for him. 3rd down, they can get the 1st inside the 1. They'll get the touchdown instead with Mike Anderson.
Those are low percentage plays to run for turnover.
1st and goal, Patrick pass, spinning and finding the end zone. For the 2nd straight week, Patrick pass runs it in. This time from 8 yards. His drive. Fake, the pass, back of the end zone, Gibbons, and they say he pushed him.
It's a touchdown.
Yeah, they're going to confer first, no signal.
They ruled a push out. That makes an automatic touchdown.
There it is, touchdown Gibbons and the Patriots. 17 unanswered now by New England. The other side for Denver. Denver now 4 straight games without committing a turnover.
Think of a Gunther Cunningham defense. One of them is not having a problem tackling. And we've seen some problems tackling early on for the Kansas City defense. Yes, they are depleted in the defensive backfield, especially with the
3rd and goal at the 6. Richardson in the backfield with Larry Johnson. And Trent Green. Tony Richardson squeezing in for a touchdown. 3rd and a short 3. That's Gonzalez on the move near the 15-yard line. Larry Johnson. Wegman with the block. Larry Johnson galloping in for a touchdown! At the 4, same receiving set stands. Collins to the end zone, wide open is Porter for an Oakland touchdown. And the Raiders are back in business. A 4-yard toss by Kerry Collins.
can still get a 1st down.
The fake to Jordan, who offers a block for Collins to the wide receiver Moss, and it's a touchdown for the Raiders. Can you believe it? And Oakland has taken the lead.
Timeouts now, critical for the Chiefs.
Now the 2-point try. Lamont Jordan with a good block from Ron Stone, which opens the door, but did he cross? He did, and he got 2. Ron Stone, a 3-time Super Bowl participant, a 3-time Pro Bowler, playing on that guard position, opened it up. And now it is a 3-point Raider 23-20 advantage. Tackle eligible, 3 tight ends with Dunn in motion. Larry Johnson diving in for the lead, and yes, he got it. And no time remains, and that's it, and Kansas City has won with the extra point in waiting.
Penalty in the first 7.5 minutes, including the personal foul on their defense. Lawson on special teams. Schaub in trouble. The ball is loose. It will either be a touchdown or a safety, depending on who recovered it.
Tough place for Matt Schaub to come in, backed up on his goal line, and that's exactly what it is. It's a fumble and a recovery by Tampa Bay and a touchdown. Deep in his end zone and throw the football out. I mean, why not just run the ball out, go punt it?
Or on this play, 1st and goal. Duckett. Touchdown. It's in motion. On 3rd and goal. Vick. End zone. Crawford. Touchdown.
And that's what he wants to establish.
Jameel Cook in the backfield with Alstott. 2nd and goal from the 2. Alstott up and over, and he is in for the touchdown. His 4th in the last 3 games. Outside the 10. Vick to the end zone for Jenkins. Touchdown. Falcons 9. Cadillac Williams over the 100-yard mark and into the end zone for the touchdown. Game into overtime. Wide to the right. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road have pulled into a first-place tie in the NFC South with the Carolina Panthers. The Buccaneers defeat the Falcons by the score of 30-27.
Beautiful day here in Charlotte, 44 degrees, mostly sunny. There is a little bit of wind, but this is a perfect day. 2nd week of December. What a great day for football. And as well, 2 tight ends, 2 backs, 1 wide receiver is Galloway. There's Cadillac Williams, got the hole, inside the 10, he's in, touchdown! Cadillac Williams takes it in, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take the lead on a beautiful 54-yard drive.
Ask him to do during the week, and it changes every.
On 3rd and 9, it's Williams. Cuts it inside, he goes in, touchdown!
Yards after contact.
Another great run by Cadillac Williams. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have opened up a huge lead on the Carolina Panthers. Inside, did a nice job. Here's Delhomme, looking to the end zone, and he's got Ricky Prohl for the touchdown.
I think the biggest thing you can turn to about this league, and when you look at this game, it's not who you play, but it's when you play them. Via injuries, via how they're feeling about themselves, via a number of things that can change the complexion of one team.
In the NFC South, if they win out, they control their own destiny. Both of these teams have captured 4 of their last 5 games.
On the 1-yard line, look for the defensive lineman to get nice and low. The linebackers have to make the play if it's going to be a run play in this situation.
Tom Ashworth is the fullback in the backfield, and the pass caught by Ashworth for the touchdown. So Tom Ashworth, the left tackle, lining up in the backfield, catches the pass for the touchdown, and you never know with Bill Belichick who he's going to use. People lining up as a tight end, normally the linebacker. 1st and goal at the 3, and the handoff to Corey Dillon, touchdown. Dillon going over the right side for a 3-yard score. Old lunch pail crew coming up at halftime. First down on the 16. Brady getting time. Flag is down. Touchdown pass to Gibbons. But there's a penalty flag down back behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no foul for illegal contact.
This is a
Every now and then.
Right going in motion. And there is Brady. Flips it. And a touchdown. Nice. Corey Dillon. And Corey Dillon with a drop kick into the crowd. The associate producer is Wayne Wilson. The broadcast associate, Corey Brocious. Technical producer, Bob Mueller. Pre-game show produced by Scott Ackerson, directed by Bob Levy. The studio technical supervisor, Jack Simmons. Senior producer, Bill Brown. And the executive producers of Fox Sports are Ed Gorin and David Hill. Chris Visser and Rick Odioso. Thanks to them upstairs. And Mike Eldridge and Bill Ochepka downstairs. And our congratulations to former Fox director Joe Assetti. 2-0, their first shutout since they blanked the Buffalo Bills back in December 2003.
Let's go, partner.
Let's go.
The season is underway. Big NFC East matchup as Eli Manning and the world champion Giants take on the Washington Redskins. We break the seal on the 2008 season.
Right, and the Giants are testing him right off the bat. If you've noticed, every time they've run the ball so far, they've run it right at Jason Taylor.
2nd and 7. Pump fake. Going deep, wide open. Plaxico Burress, who scored the winning touchdown in the Super Bowl. Into the game, it's 1st and goal. The fake to Jacobs. Manning on a roll. Manning looking for the end zone. He's in there. Touchdown. And they have more timeouts than they'll ever need here. Campbell.
Wide open.
Throwing wide open is Moss. And Santana Moss has gotten Washington back into the ballgame. You don't see the player not lecturing the coach, but telling.
Well, he's coaching the coach.
Yeah, he's coaching the coach. What he's doing. 7 seconds to play. Campbell. Flag is thrown, and that is caught by Betts, and he'll get slowed down at the 11. And if the penalty is on the Washington Redskins, that will be the end of the game. In the meantime, Matthias Kiwanuka is doubled over. Samuels held him and tackled him.
However, the time expired. Therefore, the foul is not enforced. The game is not extended. The game is over.
Yes, it's an offensive foul, so the game is over. But in the meantime, you've got Samuels.
Week 2 in the National Football League on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon in the Pacific Northwest. 2 NFC West Division rivals in search of their first victory of the season. The San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Carlson in the passing game.
Hasselbeck, pump fake, hands it off to Jones, inside the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown!
Julius Jones takes advantage of an opportunity presented.
The Taunton penalty gives the 49ers an automatic first down instead of punting from the end zone. Gore loses the football. It's recovered by Trufant. He fumbles. It's still loose. And it's taken into the end zone for a touchdown by Craig Terrell. O'Sullivan to the end zone. Brian Johnson makes the catch. Touchdown 49ers. Floyd, court chop, Womack. 2nd and 14. Hasselbeck fires. It bounces off McMullen and is intercepted by Patrick Willis. Willis makes a move on Hasselbeck. One man to beat. Wow. Patrick Willis
Get him, Leonard!
takes it all the way for a touchdown. 86 yards on the return.
Good block by Vernon Davis to get him on the corner.
David Boss, an extra tight end. Gore bounces it to the outside and walks it in for a touchdown. Second and goal.
pocket. Touchdown.
San Francisco has chosen tails. And it is tails. They want the ball. Yes. All right.
Placed down by Lee. Nedney's kick this time is good.
That's a really, really big win for this 49er team. And Mike Nolan early in the week had said that even though they got beat by Arizona last week in the opener, he felt the team was better than they were last year when they started off 0-2. This gives him some validation about that because they came to a very difficult stadium to play, made a lot of mistakes, and fell behind 14-0, and were able to pull this game out.
And some people call it the Mecca of professional football. Green Bay, Wisconsin, Lambeau Field, and a look at Aaron Rodgers. He will go. 4th and goal. Bootleg. Got it. Touchdown, Justin Peele. He's not gotten off to the kind of start of the season the Packers would have liked. Full house backfield, looking deep. He uncorks it, looking for Driver. He got it. Touchdown, Packers. Ryan continuing to call the game at the line of scrimmage. No huddle. The fade route. Roddy White has it. Touchdown, Atlanta. No markers are down. Working on Will Blackman.
He's a guy you have to account for.
2nd down and 10. Jackson trying to fight inside for a couple. Ruptured spleen. Harris still on the roster. Could come back later on. Going for the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. No flags. Greg Jennings. Numbers there. 1st and goal. Touchdown. Michael Turner and the Atlanta Falcons go up big. Here in the second half, 3rd down. Shovel inside. That's Lee. Touchdown, Green Bay. Coming into today's game at 2-2. They've got the bye after that. And you can't say enough, even with the interception today, about that man, Matt Ryan, and his performance thus far through the year, especially today.
And we welcome you back live to London Town for San Diego and the Saints. The NFL International Series continues. Last year, the Giants beat the Dolphins here by a field goal. Phil, both teams will have
love the power running game so far today.
So in the red zone again, Breeze. Again steps away, now flings it back to the end zone for the touchdown. That's Henderson. Touchdown, New Orleans. They could have challenged and probably had it if they would have won the challenge inside the one. But they go with McAllister, and he is across for the touchdown.
Well, this could be challenged, but you were right, Jim. It was not a fumble, and the spot of the football did not favor the New Orleans. Looking for is position. The Chargers have such tall, big receivers. If they get position, Phillip Rivers can throw it up.
Move Jackson, those big receivers to the left side. Rivers steps up, goes underneath. It's Tomlinson who makes the move for the touchdown. LT able to break free from Jonathan Vilma. That was all Tomlinson for the touchdown. Again, Miller for the 3rd time in this half. Good good for a first down. Goes for 8.
And a team that throws the football as much as the New Orleans Saints, they've seen it all. How many weapons they distribute the football as well as any team in the NFL, as Wayne Drew Brees said. You never know whose number's going to be called.
Back to the #1 offense in the NFL. Ball looking for more. Diving catch. What a catch it was. What an adjustment and a touchdown.
Unbelievable.
That last reception going into the 2-minute warning by Vincent Jackson. So they take advantage of that remixed secondary. And it's 1st and 10. And Rivers in the end zone, and that's out of bounds. Only 1 foot in for Antonio Gates. Caught 3 touchdowns the last time. And now overruled. Now remember, we're inside of 2 minutes, so this will be examined up.
Team play, so a lot of options they can use.
They ran left tackle with McAllister last time from down here. Now Breeze is going for it, and he has it. Touchdown to Mark Campbell.
So diversified.
4-point penalty. The Chargers are subbing. Guys are running in and out as the Saints go up the middle with Carney. And waiting for a signal. They've got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chargers had 12 guys on the field, too, that wasn't called.
3rd and 1. They fake to Tomlinson. They go to the end zone to Jackson, and he dives for it. Touchdown, Chargers. Which they can pick up. They'll pick up a chunk of it, all of it, none of it. 3rd down, 15. Rivers lofts it, tipped, and intercepted. It's Filma with the interception for the Saints.
He went with the jump pass one more time. They're going to try to draw him off sides.
No, they're not.
He's going to try to get rid of 12 seconds.
Going to take a safety. Oh, it's going to take a safety.
What a play. That was smart.
Look how much time he took, too. It took 6 seconds.
Knock it down. Don't try to intercept it.
3-man rush. Rivers gets his feet planted, throws it as far as he can to the end zone, and incomplete. And the New Orleans Saints come to London and head home with a victory.
A picture-perfect afternoon in Nashville, Tennessee. As we get ready for the Titans and the Packers, Green Bay has won the toss. Best start in franchise history for the Titans. They've won 10 consecutive regular season games. Packers have won 2 in a row over the Seahawks and the Colts. 2nd down and 2. Rondale White, the lone back. This is White. His helmet.
Yeah, he's crying to the officials that they tore his helmet off there, but no flag on the play.
Rodgers on 3rd and goal to the end zone. Touchdown. Double driver.
Use a sort of little short passes. When you get a guy like that in the open field, they're going to go and make big plays like we just saw.
1st and goal from the 3. Johnson takes it in for his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Hendrick will place it down at the 37 on the left hash. This is for the win. It's for 8-0. The kick by Baronis is off the right upright.
Fourth quarter. Each team is given 2 timeouts. All the replays will be from the replay booth. Any questions? You're the visitors, you'll call it. 6-3, heads. And it's tails. You'd like the ball. What goal is he going to make?
For the win. From the left hash, Baronis this time nails it.
Thanksgiving Day in downtown Detroit. It's the Turkey Trot, the Thanksgiving Day Parade. and Lions football. Family and friends, Ford Field is the site for the Tennessee Titans at 10-1, taking on the Detroit Lions. At the 6 with Chris Johnson, the running back. Johnson, wide open, untouched. Tennessee, 2 plays, touchdown.
It's been hitting the receivers at a very high rate.
On 3rd down, they run it with ease. They've got the 1st down with Johnson into the secondary, and goodbye. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Announced his retirement, but when he was trying to find a team, couldn't get anybody calling back.
3rd down, and a pass taken by the Titans for a touchdown. Dave Ball.
Pressure on the quarterback.
Keith Bullock put the pressure on him. Has 2 rushing touchdowns. Maybe it's time for Lindell White to get one. He gets the handle. And he is in for the touchdown. Lindell White. His 12th rushing touchdown of the season.
Well, he got hit.
Yeah, he did.
He got hit.
This time, someone got a hand on him. 2 touchdowns already for Johnson. Will this be a 2nd for White? This is the 15th play of the drive, and Lindell White pushing the pile. And he is, I believe he's in.
He just got to make sure he still has it.
And he's got a touchdown. 2 apiece for smash and dash.
How's that for a drop? Just 2.
Punch it across here before halftime. Play action. Culpepper tosses it wide open. It's a touchdown for Michael Gaines. Bill's presentation of the All-Iron MVP Awards. And Chris Jenkins of the Jets will be talking with the guys back in the studio coming up on the Subway post-game show.
Hey, Phil, they ain't bring me a spoon, man. I can't eat nothing.
They need another spoon.
Go ahead, dig in.
Congratulations. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Congratulations to the Titans. Big performance here today. Boy, does that taste good. Congratulations. Back to the studio in New York.
Giants back on offense. No score. Early 1st quarter. Room as well. 10th play of the drive for Philadelphia. The handoff to Westbrook. Westbrook breaks free. Westbrook inside the 10, the 5, touchdown. For Lewis in 5 games. A 32-yard attempt. And Akers' kick gets blocked. And it's picked up across midfield. Kevin Dockery. And Dockery is going to take it all the way. What a turn of events for the Giants. 3rd down and 11. Eagles must get to the 29. McNabb throws complete to Westbrook. Westbrook inside the 15, the 10, touchdown. His 2nd of the game. 40 yards from Donovan McNabb to Brian Westbrook, and now a late flag probably for the celebration.
Sportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown. It is a touchdown.
Keep an eye on Trey Thomas there, number 72. Does a great job of giving Donovan that extra second to go and find Brian Westbrook down the field. We talked about that. Sometimes you can't catch a break.
1st and goal from the 1. More flags. Manning to the end zone. Touchdown, Darcy Johnson.
I think Philadelphia was offsides again. Whatever information they got, whatever tip they had, was bad intel.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
Darcy Johnson's 2nd career reception, his 2nd career touchdown, scored against Baltimore. Dave Corus, Ben Vollmer, Matt Vanovic, Rick Camps, Wynn Bernfeld, Marty Klunder. Great job by our NFL on Fox crew here at the Meadowlands as the Eagles win it by the score of 20-14.
You are looking down at the raucous home of the Baltimore Ravens. Pittsburgh comes to town, a crucial matchup in the AFC North. Pittsburgh can claim the division today with a win. A Baltimore victory pulls the Ravens even with a 10. At the 7, they'll mark it. 52-yard punt. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger.
Second down and 10 from the gun. And is intercepted by Ryan Clark on the deflection. Empty it out for the quarterback, and Big Ben sees Ray Lewis coming, can't escape him. Ray Lewis barreling down on Ben Roethlisberger. They get out of there with Holmes, and the ball is out. Scooped up by who else? Ed Reed. For once, he doesn't run it back. That was Samari Rolle who knocked it out of his hands. Reed recovered. And Max Starks.
Bruce Arians said, we're going to stay with it.
They're going to try to pass for it. Roethlisberger cannot get it away. He does get it away, and it's caught in the air by Brandon McKinney. 15 sacks on the season, number 1 in the league in forced fumbles. 3rd and 4, Flacco. Ball up in the air, and is it an interception? That's Townsend. I think it hit the ground. It did.
Playoff spot just in the wild card.
3rd and 8 for the Ravens from the Steelers' 27. Flacco from behind. He is hit by Timmons. The ball's out. That will knock him out of field goal range. Jim Nantz with Phil Simms. Steelers down a field goal. Those of you who watched Carolina defeat Denver. Here are the Steelers on 1st down with Roethlisberger. More pressure, gets it away to Ward, and there is a flag.
Illegal contact, 22. Defense, the penalties decline. Play results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 38. Roethlisberger, open man, inside of the 20. That is Nate Washington, and the Steelers are set up to make a run at that end zone. 3rd and goal from the 4. Roethlisberger, first option, shut down. Looking for a second, a 3rd option, now throws it. Man's there. Is he in the end zone? Is he in or outside? They're going to mark him outside.
The receiver had 2 feet down in the end zone with possession of the ball. We have a touchdown.
It's a touchdown for Pittsburgh. Here in the last 19 seconds. Flacco will go for the big ball. Yes, he does. Down the field, and he's intercepted. William Gay has it, and the Steelers are going to lay claim to the AFC North Division title. And they can win the number 1 seed by running the table the next 2 weeks. Baltimore currently holds the 2nd wild card by a tiebreaker over Miami and New England. Find a way to win. That's what Roethlisberger said last night. And that was true today. A 92-yard winning drive to lock up their division.
And Wilson now comes into the game on 2nd down and 8. Wilson on the toss. And Wilson he's always had fumble issues, and there it is as he coughs it up, and Barry Church winds up with it. So David Wilson giving up the ball, and Tom Coughlin, and he's discussed it with him obviously all through training camp. They got to try to settle him down right now. Fumble problems in college. Gives it up here and through the backfield with Murray going out to the left. Romo flushed out of the pocket. Romo throwing on the run, wide open and making the catch. Ogletree, touchdown Cowboys.
Again, the kill when he saw the blitz, which means he's going to the alternative play.
Gets it off just before the play clock expires, and then open is Ogletree. Touchdown Dallas. The 2nd for Ogletree. 40 yards to cap the opening drive of the 2nd half. Could not wrest it away. So Manning has given them a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And here goes Bradshaw. And a good time for the running game to kick into gear. Touchdown Giants. Short drop by Romo. To the outside he goes, and it is Miles Austin for the touchdown. Two Giants are there, makes the catch, cuts to the inside, and on a 1st and 30, the Dallas Cowboys get a 34-yard touchdown.
The Giants eat up a lot of clock here.
Waddle looking around on that defense, and the pass is with a flag thrown, pulled in for a touchdown by Bennett.
Pass interference, 42 defense. That penalty decline results in a play, touchdown.
That's Barry Church with a pass interference, and with 2:36, the Giants have made it a one-possession game again.
Martellus Bennett is just a huge receiver, and there was always a belief in Dallas that if they could ever get him involved and engaged in the passing game, let's make sure he gets both feet down here. Think so. Clearly blew in between or into the linebacker position. Gives them two speedy inside linebackers, two bump and run corners on the outside. This is a different Dallas football team.
Andy Reid of the Eagles is the longest tenured head coach in the NFL, now into his 14th season here in Philadelphia. He faces off today against his former assistant, John Harbaugh, who's looking for a 5th playoff berth in his 5th season.
And there was no question, he hit Vic in the head.
1st and goal, McCoy straight ahead to the end zone for the touchdown.
And I'll tell you, Michael Vick got hit again as the Ravens exploded through the line. He barely got that handoff.
This is Vontae Leach to the end zone for the touchdown. And a little bit more shoving in the end zone between Eagles and Ravens.
This is more than shoving now. There's a flag on the ground with this one. And again,
and it continues.
And now Vontae Leach and Coleman are squaring off.
Flacco throwing. Touchdown to Jacoby Jones, and what a beautiful throw from Joe Flacco.
Well, beautiful is the right word. Joe Flacco knows. He's speculating on what might happen, but that was gruesome.
Dallas Reynolds, his replacement, is a first-year man out of BYU. Vick on the move. Throwing. Wide open in the end zone. Caught for a touchdown by Jackson.
I think it's Jeremy Maclin.
Keeping it. Touchdown.
A lot of time left on the clock.
Flacco for Rice. Incomplete.
And I still think the Ravens, if they're not the #1 team in the AFC, they're in the top 2 or 3 for sure.
So Drew Brees coming on out, and let's take a look at the New Orleans offense.
Drew Brees, Purdue Boilermaker. Pierre Thomas, Illinois.
Jedediah Gabriel Collins, Washington State.
Marcus Colston, Hofstra University.
Dever Henderson, LSU. Jimmy Graham, the U.
Jamon Bushrod, Towson University. Ben Grubbs, Auburn University.
Brian Delapuente, Cal Berkeley.
Jari Evans, Bloomsburg University.
Zach Streif, Northwestern University.
Grubbs coming over from Baltimore in the offseason in the first pass. Meacham was San Diego. Meanwhile, you've got David Thomas, a tight end, was split wide right, and then Brees loses the ball. Ingram picks it up, and Ingram, after Eric Whittle hits Brees, is able to turn.
Here in the red zone, they can win football games with their offense.
And that's Brown in the backfield on 3rd down and 6. Saints blitz, they pick it up, and it is Robert Meacham for the touchdown. So Meacham comes home, and Royal gets into it with Malcolm Jenkins, and Meacham with a flag after the play, so the touchdown will count pending the review upstairs.
In the coverage and had pretty good coverage through the back shoulder. And for Meacham, he's not gotten off to a good start. Does he hold on all the way through? Absolutely. Nobody happier than that young man. And
in the box here, at least for the moment, for the Chargers, and then they back off. Zone blitz. Breeze steps up, buys time, wide open, and there it is. Drew Brees to Devery Henderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Brees has just set a new NFL record by throwing a touchdown pass in 48 consecutive games. He passes the great Johnny Unitas, who set the previous mark 52 years ago. Congratulations, Drew, on this incredible achievement.
putting on a show out here on this record-breaking night.
After the timeout, 3rd down and 5. In the pocket again, going to the end zone, and it is Holston for the touchdown. And they put a few seconds back on the clock. You saw Turner saying I called it earlier, and they put 5 more back on. And Rivers will go deep, and open again is Meacham, and Meacham is able to fend off White and take it into the end zone. So for 4 weeks, Rivers and Meacham really haven't been able to get on the same page. And tonight, as Meacham comes back to New Orleans, 2 touchdowns. That one good for 44 yards, for 40 yards. First down from the 13-yard line. Matthews to the outside, turns the corner, and he vaults into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego. And he's showing you tonight why they moved way up in the draft to pick him number 1 2 years ago.
Graham is just a decoy at this point.
Breeze over the middle and caught for the touchdown by Marcus Colston. Marcus Colston with his 2nd touchdown catch of the night. Drew Brees has thrown his 3rd touchdown pass of the night. Colston scored 9 last week in Green Bay, 7 tonight, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And with a fade, and that is flags all over the place, and Colston is in for the touchdown. Kaysen with the coverage, but Colston at inside position. Shepherds to make it official here.
Number 20, defense. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
And the Saints finally get off the schneid before their bye week, and they go to 1-4.
The big thing, and he talked about this last night, ball security. I got to see throws. I've got to take care of the football. If we can do that today, we have a chance.
In this opening quarter, LeGarrette Blount remains in the backfield as Freeman tosses sideline. A leaping catch is made by Mike Williams. He's down to the 10-5 touchdown. Third long play for the Buccaneers. Third that has gone 20 or more. Here's Freeman firing. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Vincent Jackson on a 19-yard touchdown pass play for Kansas City. Quinn's pass is intercepted, taken away by one-day Barber, and Barber will go all the way. 5 touchdowns. The pass intended for Dexter McCluster, and Barber returns it 77 yards for the score. Back for this punt for... Oh, it is blocked! Lands in the end zone, picked up by Cannon. He fires it, and it's intercepted, and it is... Let's see, did he touch the pylon?
The runner was inbounds, extended the ball inside the pylon. Touchdown for Kansas City.
What a play indeed by Edgar. Another first down for the Bucs out of the gun. Freeman fires. It is caught. Touchdown, Vincent Jackson. Into a bad dream in reality.
Yeah, we played against each other in college, and wasn't sure if Greg would have remembered that.
And here is Blunt, and he is in for the touchdown. And when you left the room, he was smiling a lot. I didn't want to.
He was happy to be done with my questioning.
Rich grilling the head coach. So the Bucs go to a record of 2-3.
Punting from his own 5-yard line is Kern. Forte. Inside the 5, they push it into the end zone. That'll be a touchdown for Forte. Gain of 18 on the first down reception, and once more to the air, and once more it's intercepted. Urlacher looking for the end zone. 7th interception return for a touchdown by the Bears this year. Unbelievable.
What they do on the back end, this is uncanny.
Block punt for a touchdown. Big return on a punt by Devin Hester, leading to a score, and now the interception is 7th in this their 8th game that the Bears have brought back for a touchdown. Take a look at that. Pretty quick. Looking around. Touchdown to the back of the end zone to Brandon Marshall. Second completion of the game for Cutler. And it turns into the 5th receiving touchdown this year for Brandon Marshall.
We play hard, number one. We're physical, fast defense. We get takeaways. We get pressure on the quarterback, stop the run. Everything it takes to be a good defense. We got to be more consistent at times in games, but we get off the field and we score touchdowns.
Second down and 9. Looking for Marshall. Beautifully thrown ball from Cutler and a touchdown. 36 in his career. Tiptoeing out of traffic is Cutler, and a touchdown pass once more to Marshall. So another turnover leading to another touchdown. Yes, indeed. A salute to you, Charles Tillman.
You can show me the tape, but I don't know. I've not seen anyone that had more of an impact on a team in a game than that young man.
So the Bears are going to go to 7-1.
Said a moment ago. And so whether you're Tony Romo and the Dallas Cowboys 3-5, or you're Michael Vick and the Philadelphia Eagles and Andy Reid, who's under fire, 3-5, what an opportunity here. Despite the record, despite the time in the 7th. McCoy. Selleck lost his helmet, and McCoy is brought down inches outside the 5, a gain of 2. Josh Brent was there to stuff it, and there's already blood on the jersey of Brent Selleck, who made that. Vick. Wow, what a catch! Touchdown! Riley Cooper has his first of the year. And get the ball into the end zone for a completion and a touchdown. Jones out of the backfield. Smith misses a block. Eagles miss a couple of tackles. Touchdown. Blitz coming. Passes out of the reach of LaShawn McCoy. And it was the former Eagle, Ernie Sims, who came through untouched. This crowd salutes the defense and now salutes Nick Foles coming into the ballgame. The rookie will take over, tied at 7. Blitz off the edge. Bryce Brown picks it up. Going for it all. Wide open. Touchdown. Macklin. Romo going for Bryant. Passes caught for the touchdown. Penalty flag on the play, but it appears it's against Philadelphia.
They're really on the field stands.
Wow. McBriar hits a good one. Harris from inside the 25. Has the far sideline. Has a blocker in front. And Dwayne Harris is going to go. Touchdown, no flags. Second and 7. Foles sets up, throws behind, is picked off. Intercepted by Carr. That ball stayed in the air. And now Carr will post into the end zone for the touchdown. Boys leading by 14 points, a minute 57 left. Handoff is to the fullback Havili. And Stanley Havili is in for the touchdown. And with the extra point to come, this will be a 7-point game. Foles trying to get out of the end zone. Ball is out. Recovered by Dallas. Touchdown. Hatcher is there, and he will get credit. Anthony Spencer knocked it out, and it's the second defensive touchdown of the day for the Dallas Cowboys. Means to Andy Reid, but I can see where Nick Foles is going to be the starter here on out. Here's a little flip back to McCoy after the catch by Deshaun Jackson. Playground time as the clock will expire. This is all a waste of time. And on top of it, Macklin gets one more hit. And the crowd lets the Eagles have it as Kyle Wilbur makes that last stop. Andy Reid is involved with his first 5-game losing streak in his 14 years in Philadelphia.
They have the best record in the NFL. A balanced and explosive offense. Game-changing plays on defense. The 11-1 Houston Texans. Tonight, their biggest test to date. Can they beat Tom Brady in Foxborough in December on Monday Night Football? Off we go with the Monday Night Football launch, engineered by GMC. This goes down as a loss of 3. Woodhead in the game, 2nd and goal. It's Hernandez, touchdown. Aaron Hernandez saved the drive and scored the touchdown.
Well, they create so much confusion with all these formations.
First down on every one of his 4 completions, and the other one, the 5th one, was a touchdown. This is play action. It's a shot downfield for Lloyd. Got the ball. Touchdown, Patriots.
Tom Brady and Josh McDaniels had an aggressive first 15 to start this game. Early downs. You better be alert for the full play action passes, and this could get ugly quick.
Brady uncovered as Hernandez, touchdown!
Talked about tempo in the pregame show. Crazy formations. Hernandez scores the first time coming out of the backfield. The second time they line him up as a split end. They can't find their coverage, and they're embarrassing the Houston Texans right now with tempo.
In a 1-of-7 stretch where he is in this third quarter. Take a shot towards Stallworth. Dante brought it in. Stopped on a dive. Dante Stallworth scores. Touchdown.
How about Dante Stallworth? He just showed up this week.
He was cut at the end of the preseason. 13, 14 weeks go by, and Tom Brady sends him deep against number 26, Brandon Harris, who's filling in as the nickel man because Bryce McCain got hurt last week against the Titans.
And Will Fork's been getting such a push on the defensive line tonight. They run away from him and run to Foster into the end zone for the 14th time this year.
Run left. That's what you do if you're the Texans. Run left behind Wade Smith at left guard.
The preparation drives Brady. He absolutely loves the research project that every week's challenge brings, still to this day. Danny Woodhead on the screen. Made a man miss. Made another man miss. Had the ball punched down. It's right in the hands of Lloyd for a touchdown.
Wow, that looked like a Cal Golden Bear Stanford miracle play that time. Screen pass against the blitz. The battling top Woodhead for Slam Newton in the national championship game.
Foxborough.
They just run a wham play with the tight end again. Dante Scarnecchia. Tom Brady have taken the game right to the Houston Texans.
Great about around here. Heading to the final three. Yates on the keeper. Looks like he broke the plane. They run in to check it.
Sure will replay this.
And it's a touchdown. Will they meet again? We don't know in this season, but a complete domination by Brady and the Patriots, 42-14 over J.J. Watt and the Houston Texans, who now will ask as they pick up the pieces, what did they invest in the best, most important regular season game that they've played and come up with their worst effort of the season? SportsCenter's coming up next. Full recap of this game and a busy day in sports.
Minnesota won the toss. They have deferred. As you take a look at the series note, these two teams meeting for the first time since 2009 when they met right here in St. Louis. For the Vikings, they're coming off that 21-4 trips at the bottom of your screen. Simpson, the receiver at the top of your screen. Ponder steps up. Ponder still running. Ponder dives. Touchdown, Vikings. What a play for the young quarterback. Bradford the fade in the corner. Touchdown, Brian Quick, the rookie.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a touchdown. The receiver gets 1 foot down and then gets his elbow prior to going out of bounds. Therefore, it is a touchdown.
It's usually their time of year. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the handoff. Adrian Peterson. Uh-oh! Watch out! A.D. sprinting. Touchdown, Minnesota. 82 yards. And you said, partner, it was only a matter of time. Bradford intercepted. Griffin down the sideline. Touchdown Vikings. 30 yards for Everson Griffin.
Because the defense controlled things right from the opening snap. Jared Allen's numbers won't be super impressive to anyone at home, but he's had a huge effect on this game, drawing holding penalties, hurting the offense. When we look at the halftime stats, Adrian Peterson did get going. 119 yards rushing in the first half for him, averaging about 9 yards per carry. The sacks for Minnesota, 3, and countless other numbers.
They fake the reverse. Bradford on the roll. Touchdown. Amendola found a crease, and Sam Bradford puts it on him. Bradford in the end zone. Touchdown. That's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. 33-20 on your screen. Bradford inside, touchdown. Danny Amendola converts the 2-point conversion. So Adrian Peterson now with 1,812 yards rushing with 2 games left as he chases Eric Dickerson's 1984 record of 2,105 yards. 36-22 the final score. We'll be right back to St. Louis after this.